Hello, everybody, and welcome to GravityKit Live. I'm Zach Katz, founder of GravityKit.
Hi, everybody. I'm Casey, the marketing coordinator here at GravityKit.
And Casey, what's special about this GravityKit Live?
Yeah, it's a really special one today. It's GravityKit's 10th birthday.
10 years. 10 years ago today, pushed that button and turned on GravityKit for the world. GravityView at the time.
Yeah, it's an amazing milestone. And yeah, we're really happy to celebrate it here with all of you.
Yeah, and we're not just celebrating it during the live call, we're also celebrating it with a sale on our website. And we're doing 40% off all of our annual plans. So check out gravitykit.com. You'll see everything's on sale, and we're just so thrilled to have gotten to this milestone, and it's a great thing. So thank you all for your support over the years. And what are we going to be doing this call that we have never done before on GravityKit Live, Casey, in terms of special events for our birthday?
Yeah, we've got something exciting for this call. We're going to be doing a giveaway. So we're going to be giving away a lifetime license to one lucky viewer.
A lifetime license. And Casey, is this a lifetime license for a single add-on?
It's a lifetime all-access license.
All right.
So you'll get access to our entire product suite. And yeah, we've never done this before, so we're really excited.
Yeah, so if you want a lifetime all-access license, leave a comment in the chat. Say hi. I see Ken Kramer there. Hi, Ken. Nice to see everybody there. Leave a comment, and you can get entered to win a lifetime all-access license. We don't even offer these for sale right now. We may offer them every now and then in the future, but like these are not available for sale. So leave a comment in the chat. We're so glad you're here on the call with us. And yeah. So in order to get this this call kicked off, we thought it would be nice to do a little review of the 10-year recap and milestones. Casey, can you kick that off?
Yeah, definitely. Should we give a quick overview of like the different things we're going to be covering? So like Zach mentioned, we're going to do a quick little recap of some of the fun things we've done over the last 10 years and milestones. We're also going to be doing some demos of new product updates that we've launched recently. So I'm going to be going over the new GravityRevisions update, which is a huge one, really exciting. I'm going to be looking at the dashboard views extension, which is a new extension we launched recently for GravityView. And then we have a big update for ratings and reviews that we launched recently. I'm going to be looking at that too. We're going to be taking your questions. We've already had some questions submitted. If you want to ask us any questions live, feel free to put them in the chat. We're going to address them during the Q&A section. And then, yeah, at the end, we'll announce the giveaway winner.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so I wanted to quickly highlight here, we've got this amazing infographic that we created, which gives an overview of the kind of notable achievements that GravityKit has had over the last 10 years. And it starts from our inception in 2014 and goes all the way until 2024. So this is really cool. You can find it on our site. It should be up on our blog as well. Yeah, it's a really neat little timeline. Feel free to share that around if you're interested. And yeah, Zach's going to be talking a bit more about that too.
Yeah, and earlier today I was reviewing, going through our order logs to see some of our earliest customers earlier today, and I saw Anthony, customer number 3, order number 3. And he's been a customer every year since then. He missed 1 year in 2015, but 2016 he came back, and like ever since. And I was so pleased that it like really touched me, and so I gave Anthony a lifetime license. So I'll tell you this: I think we should start this is breaking news, Casey. I think we should have a 10-year policy. If you've been with us for 10 years, keeping your license active, ask us and we'll give you a lifetime license. This is a new policy. I think it's a fair deal. What do you think, Casey?
Yeah, I think it's more than fair. Sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, so in reviewing the history of GravityKit and GravityView, I came across some really fun videos, and it reminded me of all the times we've had together, and not just for the product, but also the people, and because the people are what make the product. And I wanted to give a little preview of some of that, even though what's most important is our customers. I wanted to give a little moment of remembering the past 10 years. So here I am, 10 years ago, my first podcast appearance, and I think it's pretty sweet. There's so much that goes into it that that I think you just kind of have to close your eyes and keep going. I don't know. If you think you have a good product and you think there's going to be sales, take a bet and bet on yourself, because I think, you know, that's the only way you're going to succeed, is if you just go for it. That's right, Zach. And 10 years later, we made a bet on ourselves, and we're here today. GravityKit is now 7 people, and we're all working together to help make the product better, help provide support, help let you know about the new features, which is part of what Casey does, in addition to, you know, our job is to help get the next 10 years to happen and make that something that takes it to the next level for our customers. One of our first marketing efforts was a music video, and that was really a big smash success. And it gets stuck in your head, so watch out, because I'm going to play about 20 seconds of it. It's really fun. By Jonathan Mann. He holds the world record for the most songs written in consecutive days. He's written a song a day for 12 plus years now, and this is his first song for GravityView, not his last.
With GravityView, it's so easy to display the form results. Whoa, whoa, GravityView makes it so easy to display the form results.
Oh man, that is such a good music video. We are going to be playing that as our outro today, so stay tuned. If you haven't seen that whole music video, it's amazing. I love it so much, and it really helps set the tone for our company, and the heart of the company, I think, is embedded in that video, and Jonathan captured that in a really great way. Not all of our marketing efforts were successful. I was just kind of putting things out there and seeing what happened. This has never been shown before. And Casey might not have suggested we shown this today, but it was, I think, perhaps our most effective marketing tool that we never put into play. So leave a comment in the chat here for what you think of this video. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear GravityView. Happy birthday to you. GravityView is turning 1 year old. Still haven't tried it? What are you waiting for? It rocks. Try GravityView today. GravityView, it's so easy to display the form results. GravityView.
Oh my gosh, I looked up that guy, and he's not making videos anymore. Unfortunately, Casey, that's
I'm
a
so
one.
disappointed.
I commissioned that for our first birthday. It would have been nice to have that every year, but it's not available. So that happened, and shortly after that happened, Hafa Ellers came on to be providing support for GravityKit and GravityView, and we actually met up in person for the first time at an event called Pressnomics in Phoenix, and this is a pretty sweet little live photo from our first meeting, and I think this is nice.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
So that's like 8 or 9 years ago. And the team has grown since then. We have become, at this point, in the picture I'm about to show, a team of 6. Or 5, I guess. But we're growing every year so far. It's we have a new developer on board named Duca, who's been awesome.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's us in Milan earlier this year, and we have we're excited we're going to be bringing on more people to help with quality assurance and to help with marketing and documentation and stuff like that. So we are still growing thanks to all of you, and it's not about us, it's about you. So I'd love to focus on our customers for this next section.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the awesome things I get to do as a marketing coordinator is talk with customers and find out what they're doing with our products and what their pain points are. And I've done quite a few interviews at this point, and I wanted to highlight some of the awesome stuff people are doing. So this is Ali Nimmons. This is a recent case study that we wrote up, and she's a website administrator for Web Pro Geeks. And they recently built a website for a nonprofit organization. And they found that whenever they had a need for a certain feature, GravityKit always had a plugin that fulfilled that need. And that is so cool. So next we have Anthony Cimino, founder of Experience Solutions, is building some really amazing stuff with GravityKit, including a custom issue tracker app that we've highlighted. Really cool stuff. Here we have Angie Weichmann from Austria, Vienna, also co-founder of a web agency, Happy Tree IT, and they specialize in building solutions for nonprofits, which is really awesome. And here we have Tony Jenkins, who is a university professor, also the founder of Global Campaign for Peace Education. And this nonprofit was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Absolutely incredible. And they use GravityKit to power all aspects of their web platform, including a member directory, as well as a map that showcases their peace education initiatives all around the world. Next up, we have Chris Badgett, who is founder and CEO of Lifter LMS, which is a very popular e-learning plugin for WordPress. They use GravityView on their website to showcase, they have a showcase of websites that use their plugin, and it's all powered by GravityView. Next up, we have Jeff Price, the marketing director for JAXPort, which is the Jacksonville Port Authority, which is a massive international seaport. And they do a massive volume of trade in and out of the US. They use GravityView to power a map on their website to showcase areas that they offer shipping services in, and a number of other mini apps as well. This is Michael Kassler, who I think might be watching the live today. I think may have signed up. And also doing some incredible things with GravityKit, is the founder of 43 Folders Technology Solutions. I got to talk to them all about an amazing grant application system that they built for a large nonprofit organization. And here we have Nicholas Johansson, digital manager for an e-commerce and an e-commerce platform. They used GravityView to build a custom product information management system, which saved them a lot of costs, and they didn't have to incorporate any expensive SaaS tools after that, which is really awesome. And here we have Jamie Madden, who is a veteran WordPress developer, uses Gravity Forms and GravityKit to create MVPs that he can share with clients in just a matter of hours. So this is just a few customers that I wanted to highlight that I got to interview. Of course, we have many, many more building some amazing stuff with GravityKit.
Thanks, Casey. Yeah, that was nice. And I was telling the team earlier today, one of the moments that's really strikes me over the past 10 years is when COVID was starting and lockdown was beginning, and we were all wondering how to help. One of our customers asked if they could get a license for GravityKit to be used for COVID response and to plan and coordinate COVID response. And I just got chills because it's really beautiful thinking of, we have 42,600 people, websites powered by GravityView and GravityKit. And to think that that's just one of the websites that's powered by our tools is incredible to think about the impact that our software has had. And thank you so much for trusting us with what you do. And thanks to the team for making this happen. It's 10 years of impacting the web, which is a wonderful thing to do. So, yeah. Hello from Scotland, Craig. We have so many fun comments. We also have a lot of people saying, congratulations. I don't think Zach is aged. Yeah, that's a good one. I appreciate the sentiment. I'm not sure if that's true. There's a great comment from Lutz. Congratulations on your 10th anniversary, and thank you for this fantastic solution for visualizing and extending Gravity Forms entries. Well, thank you. And we're so glad to have gotten to this point. And thank you to the whole GravityKit community. Thank you to Gravity Forms. Gravity Forms has been such a great partner to work with. They have really helped us by providing us with we have a private Slack channel where we can coordinate and make sure that our updates work with their updates, and that really helps. And we really appreciate being a certified developer in their certified developer program. So thanks to Gravity Forms. They've been great. Thank you. So Casey, what we've got up next is demos, and then Q&A, and then the license giveaway. So stick around for those three things. As you leave comments in the chat, I'm adding you to a little spinner wheel, and at the end, I'm going to be spinning that wheel for the license giveaway. So if you haven't commented yet, leave a comment for your chance to win a lifetime license of GravityKit All Access.
Yeah, please do.
That's great. Unmute writes, I love how creating the views are accessible for blind users. Thank you so much. We're thrilled to hear that your experience has been good. We care about accessibility. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for the wonderful comments. If you have any questions for us, please go ahead and leave those in the chat as well. We'll probably get to those, or we might answer them during the stream, or we might leave them until the Q&A section at the end. But yeah, please feel free to ask questions as we go. Awesome. And Christina says, GravityKit is a game changer for our work. Thank you. Well, thank you very much.
All right. So Casey, what are we going to be demoing first?
Yeah. So first up, I want to have a look at GravityRevisions. So can I throw it up there? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so recently we released GravityRevisions version 1.4, and this is really a major update to the plugin. So previously, GravityRevisions would allow you to track revisions of your form entries, but now we've added the ability to track revisions for actual forms as well. And this really turns GravityRevisions into a full-on version management system for Gravity Forms. So this is a really powerful release, and I want to just demo the functionality quickly for all of you. So here I am on my WordPress site. This is a list of my forms, and I'm going to go ahead and open one of the forms here, the grant application form. And let me go into the form settings. And here in the form settings, once you have GravityRevisions installed, if you scroll down, you will see a new toggle to enable form revisions. And I have that enabled on this form. So I can scroll up to the top, and on the left, you'll see a new tab here, Form Revisions. And this is a brand new feed we've added here in this release. And here you'll see a list of all the revisions for that form. So once you enable that ability, all the revisions will begin to be tracked here. So in this case, I've got 3 revisions, and you can see here in this column the date and time that the change took place. Here it shows the user that made the change. Then we have the number of fields in the form at that time. And then we have some actions here. So you can actually preview a previous revision of the form. You can restore a form back to a previous date. And you can also delete revisions from the list if you don't need them. So let me go ahead and edit the form, and I'll show you how this works. So let's say I want to delete the address field here. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Maybe I'll add another field in here. Let's say a field for the applicant's job. I'll go ahead and save that form. And then I'm going to head back to the form revisions page. And you can see that that revision is tracked here in the table. So we've got another addition. And like I said previously, you can preview previous dates of the form. So for example, if I want to go back and preview what the form was like at this point, I can just click the preview link, and up pops the Gravity Forms preview in this nice little modal, and you can see exactly what the form was like. I can get out of that. And then, for example, let's say I want to restore the form back to a previous state. And let's say I want to restore it back to this version. So before I made that edit, I can just go ahead and click restore. And that will, that's done already. The form has successfully been restored. So I can go and see what that looks like. And as you can see here, we've got the address field back, and the text field that I added is not there anymore. So yeah, this is a really cool way to keep track of form revisions. If you have like a big website with lots of different forms, lots of users editing things all the time, it's really helpful to keep track of those changes and be able to restore things if something goes wrong. So yeah, we're really excited about this change. We know that a lot of people have been asking for this, and we hope that, yeah, we get a lot of value from this.
Yeah, and I'd love to hear from people in the comments. Has anybody used this yet? Because it's a new feature. We'd love to hear when people use this feature. It's been something where it's like Gravity Forms is working on this, so it's going to be in the future. Gravity Forms is going to have it, but they keep on not setting a dedicated date for it. So we were like, well, we know people want this. I want this. Let's make this happen. So we're really happy that we were able to bring it to y'all with Gravity Revisions, and it makes a lot of sense for Gravity Revisions, as the add-on is all about revisions and restoring and being able to track changes to your forms and your entries. Keep on asking questions for the Q&A. Craig asks or writes, looks like a nice new feature. Is it possible to add a note to a revision for reference purposes? Craig, that is a great idea. We will be adding it to the development list and see what that would take, because that's a really good idea.
Yeah, great idea.
So next up, Casey, one of the cool things that GravityView has always been able to do is display things on the front end of a website. We take the data from back end on the Gravity Forms entries page, we put it on the front end and easy to drag and drop, rearrange your layouts. But what can we do on the back end side of things? What if I want to build a dashboard of my entries, not in the Gravity Forms entry screen, but like customized dashboard? How do I do that?
Yeah, so we recently released a brand new extension for GravityView. It's called Dashboard Views, and it allows you to do exactly that. So we had a lot of users asking for this functionality, and our developers worked really hard to build this into a new extension. And yeah, it's really it's really powerful. I'm going to be showing you how that works in just a moment. Do we have that on the screen, Zach? Oh, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, this is a brand new extension. If you're a GravityView Pro user or an all access user, you can download this right away and start tinkering with it. But essentially what this allows you to do is, like Zach said, display your views inside the WordPress admin dashboard. And you can also restrict access so that they're only accessible from the admin dashboard, which is really helpful if you want to build like internal views that you don't want to show on the front end at all. So yeah, let's go through an example of what this actually looks like. So here I am back in my website, and here is a list of my views. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the employment applications view, and I'm going to edit it. And this is probably a good example because things like employment applications, applicants might be sharing relatively, personal data with you, and perhaps you don't want that to appear anywhere on the front end of your website. You want to make that internal only, perhaps only for administrators or anyone with access to the back end. So you can do that by scrolling down to the view settings here, and on the left here, you can click on dashboard views once the extension has been installed. And there's a checkbox here, show in dashboard. So once you check that, you'll see a couple of other options appear. So we have the ability to restrict to internal only. Enabling this setting will essentially prevent the view from ever rendering on the front end. So it'll only be accessible from the back end. You can also limit access to specific user roles if you want to do that. And you can customize the menu link. So by default, it'll just be the view name that appears, but you can change that here if you want to. There are a few other global settings which are really important, and I'm going to go over those in a bit. But first, I want to save this view and show you what that looks like in the back end. So let's update that. And when that updates, you're going to see a brand new menu item here on the left called Dashboard Views. And if I hover over that, I've got one view here, which is the Employment Applications view. So let me go ahead and open that. And here we go. So we have this Employment Applications view using the data tables layout. And as you can see, it's displayed really nicely here in the WordPress backend. So this is in the admin interface, and everything works as expected. So you can go ahead and search here. You can filter, you can sort, all the kind of regular things that you would be able to do with a view, depending on how you set it up. You can also access the single entry layout, of course. Here we go. Here's all the information. And then you would be able to edit this as well. If you had an edit entry functionality set up on your view, you could edit it right here as well. So yeah, this is really, really powerful if you want to keep your views really secure on the in the WordPress backend. And I mentioned before that there were some global settings that you can configure for dashboard views. So let's go over a few of those. And that is in the GravityKit settings. So if you hover over the GravityKit menu item, you can click on the settings link. I'm going to open that in a new tab. And then I'm going to click on GravityView here. And then at the bottom, we have dashboard views. And here are the GravityKit settings for dashboard views. So the first option is to change the menu name. So by default, it's just called dashboard views, but you can update that if you want to. You can also adjust the menu position. So here is a dropdown of all the WordPress menu items. And you can select one, and dashboard views will, the dashboard view menu item will display underneath that one. So I could change this to posts, for example, if I wanted that to be under posts. And then finally, there's an option here to change the default styles. So this is really cool. We have a bunch of preset CSS frameworks loaded up here. And you can select one, and it'll change the style of your views in the dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and change this. Let's change it to that one. And then I will save those settings. And then I'll just go back to my dashboard view here and refresh the page. And you can kind of see what that looks like. Yeah, so you can see the styles change. It's a different look and feel. And this is a really easy way just to update the look and feel of your views in the dashboard. And I should note that this is only for views in the admin dashboard at the moment. But we are looking to launch something like this for front-end views as well to make that styling a bit easier. So yeah, and I'd be interested to know if there's anyone who's played around with dashboard views as well.
Cool. Thanks for the demo, Casey. Yeah, we have some really good feedback already on the dashboard views functionality, including Lutz, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, had an idea for enhancing the dashboard like backend capability by suggesting that we allow for grouping views into folders so that people can organize their views better. And I've had the same issue. As you might expect, at GravityKit, we have a lot of views and a lot of different things that we need to organize. So we definitely would consider doing folders in some sort of better way that we can organize. And there was a great comment as well about, let's see. Somebody asked about showing, oh man, sorry, I'm scrolling here. They asked, well, the gist was, is it possible to show applicants only their own entry? Yes, exactly. Thank you. Unmute writes, and I asked you, and I presume you could show that to the applicants so they can only see their own application. That is a good question. I believe that, yes, that would be possible. You would just need to make sure that they have access to the view by configuring the user role setting so that their user role has access. You can add multiple user roles so that you can say job applicant as a user role and administrator as a user role. Both can see the same view. But then you'd also want to make sure, using the advanced filtering extension that we have, that the user role only sees their own entry. So there's a setting that we have where you can limit the view to only show entries created by the current user. So that is definitely what you want to have enabled. And before we continue, I just want to reiterate that if you haven't yet left a comment, please leave a comment. We're going to be doing a GravityKit lifetime all access license giveaway at the end of this call. So please leave a comment and you will be entered to win a lifetime license of GravityKit. So please comment.
Yeah, please do. So I'm going to continue with one more demo. And oh, actually, before I continue with that, I wanted to just mention that if you want to find out a bit more about dashboard views and the preset styles that we have, you can check out our documentation. We've got a lot of good information there. Yeah, that's awesome comment. Dashboard views is a great new feature. Yeah, thank you very much. That's great to hear. So yeah, Zach, if you wouldn't mind throwing my screen back up there. For some reason, I'm not able. Perfect. So yeah, here's a document, some documentation about the CSS frameworks that we've included, for example. But I'm going to move on to ratings and reviews. So this is another extension for GravityView. And essentially what it allows you to do is it allows users to rate entries in a view and comment on entries in a view. And this is really cool for like building, like competitions where users have to like upload photos, for example, for a photo competition, judging, and even like forum type functionality. And recently we launched a big update to this extension. We added a bunch of new great features, and I want to highlight a few of them. So first off, just a quick example of how this extension works. Here is an example view of photo submissions for a contest, a photography contest. And as you can see, the photos are displayed here in a grid, and we actually have a rating for each one. It's a star rating from 1 to 5. And we can view details, check out the single entry, and we can see that users are able to add a comment here and add their rating. And this is powered by the WordPress comments functionality. And there's a simple form here. And you can also, you can rate entries using the 5-star system, but you can also upvote and downvote entries. So here's an example of that. Same view, just with the up and down vote option, as you can see here. And if I view the details, it looks very similar. We just have the up and down vote option here. So let me go to the back end. And here we are in the view settings, and I'm on the ratings and reviews tab here on the left. And I'm just going to go through a few of the powerful features that we've added. So we've added the ability to customize the form. So for example, you can hide the rate field if you want to. You can also hide the title and review fields. So if you only want users to be able to rate an entry, you don't want comments, you can hide those fields, which is really nice. And we've also added the ability for users to edit their reviews after posting. So if you enable that functionality, you can set a duration cap. Just zoom in a little bit. So here, for example, we've added a cap of 1 minute, 1 hour, I believe. And this is done in seconds, so 3,600 seconds. So users will have that limited amount of time to edit their review after posting it. We've also added the ability to show a reviewer gravatar next to their review. And we've added a few other things as well, such as the ability to leave anonymous reviews. So this is tied to the WordPress setting. And I'll just go to it here. This is the WordPress setting for comments. Users must be registered and logged in to comment. If this setting is not active on your WordPress site, then users will be able to post anonymous reviews without being logged in. If this is active, then that functionality won't be available. And then finally, we've added a ton of new merge tags for ratings and reviews. So here is a document with all of these merge tags. You can do some really cool things with this, like you can output, I should say first that merge tags allow you to like output dynamic content. And you can use these together with Gravity Math, for example, if you're doing calculations. You can also use these inside GravityView's custom content fields. So you could output the number of votes that an entry has. You can also output, like, for example, if you have ratings, like 5-star ratings, you could output the number of 5-star ratings that an entry has received versus the number of 1-star ratings that an entry has received. So there's really a lot of options here. And these are all new. So these are all documented as well on our doc site. And then here, so we have a short doc about anonymous reviews as well, if you want a bit more information about how that works.
Thanks, Casey. So ratings and reviews is going to be a feature of our upcoming WordPress Pet of the Year website. We've talked about it before, and we are reiterating WordPress Pet of the Year coming soon. Do you have a pet? Do you love your pet? Is your pet just the single best pet in WordPress? Well, prove it. Submit your entry get feedback, get ratings, do like crowdfunding or something to, I don't know. If you need to get votes for your pet, get some votes for your pet, and you'll receive, if you win WordPress Pet of the Year, if your pet wins it, you will receive a trophy, an actual physical trophy, proving that you have the best pet in the world of WordPress. And it's coming soon. We're going to be we're going to be showing this really soon. Here's a preview, and it uses ratings and reviews to upvote and downvote. There's no downvoting pets. To only upvote pets that
Another
you
new
love.
feature that we added.
It's a new feature that we added, maybe specifically inspired by WordPress Pet of the Year. So we have a pretty fun project coming soon, and we hope that you will submit your pet to WordPress Pet of the Year, because pets are great. They make everybody's lives better. And is your pet the best? Let's find out. Not that it's a contest, Casey.
Yeah, it's just for fun, and it always makes me smile when I go to that website and I look at all the photos because they are so cute.
They're so cute. Yeah. So let's do some questions. We have some good questions to answer. And Andy, he writes, that kind of reviews will work super for art competitions too. Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of customers who use GravityView for art submissions, and I think this is a great use case. Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
So Casey, before we get to the ones that were sent in earlier, let's review some of the questions that were asked during the call.
Sure, yeah.
We have a question from Stecker. Is it possible to change the permalink structure on GravityView? So it's not view/1/entry/1, but for instance, category/post title-1. Yes, you will not be able to use /category. That's a protected term in WordPress. But we do have a doc for that on our docs site. And here is Casey looking for it. If you search for permalink on our docs.gravitykit.com site, you should be able to see, yes, changing the view custom post type slug. That's one option. But then there's also an option for changing the permalink structure of a view and customizing URLs.
Customizing URLs. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that doc should have all that information. And this is on the list of things we are going to be adding to GravityView soon to make it easier for you to customize the slug of a view from inside the view. Because isn't that nice? So
yeah, I put that link in the chat, so feel free to check out that document. Yeah.
There's a comment from Slight Revision. I didn't get to it earlier. We've built a couple CRM and ticketing systems and an AI content generation management system, as well as some tools for local schools using GravityKit. GravityKit's amazing. Thank you so much. That is super cool to hear. And I'd love to talk more about this with you and find out how you're using GravityKit. And Casey might be in touch.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. I would love to learn more about that. Yeah, if you're open to it, I'd love to reach out. Otherwise, you can always email me, casey@gravitykit.com. Love to learn more and perhaps write up a case study for our blog. We're always looking to feature interesting use cases. So.
We've got to call it Casey Study. We've just got to.
My brain always says Casey Study when I look at it.
Me too. Christina asks, is in a list view, is it possible to have a map appear in the image area based on location data in that entry? Yes. If you have the map layout installed, even if you're not using the map layout, if you're using a list layout, a table layout, a data tables layout, whatever, you can add a map field. I think it's called single map is the field name. And you can insert that anywhere inside your view, and it will render a map specifically for each entry. So yes, Christina, that is possible. I'm back.
Am I back?
I don't know.
I
Did
think
we?
so.
What happened? All right. Is everybody still here? Leave a comment, please. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, it seemed like we had a temporary outage, but it looks like
Yes. And I'm afraid
we may
that
be
the
back on track.
questions are gone. I did already add everybody to the spinning wheel. Thank you. We're back, baby. In terms of the banners, I think Christina's question is still showing. Let me see if I can turn this on and off. There we go. Cool. Okay. We're back. And yes, as I mentioned, everybody's comments are saved. We have the giveaway coming up soon. We have Q&A questions that let's get to the pre-submitted ones, and I'll look for the ones that we already have.
Yeah, sure thing. While you look for those, let me answer one of the pre-submitted ones. So we had Yuli, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, asked, I would like to see some case studies. Well, you absolutely can. We have plenty of them on our blog. If you go to gravitykit.com/blog, go to the case study category. We have plenty of customer case studies there, highlighting some really fun use cases for GravityKit. And yeah, I'd encourage everyone to check those out, because even I get a lot of inspiration from reading about what customers are doing with our tools.
And if you want to talk to us, we want to talk to you. Please reach out. We'd love to feature you in a case study. Even if you don't want to be featured in a case study, we'd love to hear what you're doing with the product, how you'd like the product to work better, what you're looking to do that we don't currently do. Please, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to learn more about how you work and how we can fit into that. I agree. Ken Kramer says we all need to start calling them Casey studies. I totally agree, Ken. And it was great meeting Ken at WordCamp US last year. It was a perfect example of meeting longtime customers and just it meaning so much to the whole team to finally meet Ken after communicating virtually for so long.
Awesome. And Slight Revision says, for sure, reach out anytime. Sounds great. I will do that. And looking forward to chatting.
All right, next up for the Q&A. Oh shoot, I guess our Q&As were cleared out. I will put this in here newly. Somebody asked, for projects I'm testing GravityKit for, it seems like Gravity Forms entries essentially replace my need for custom post types. And they go on to ask if that's correct. That's correct. One of the initial reasons I created GravityView is because I was so disgusted with what people were doing by having to create custom posts using Gravity Forms. So you use Gravity Forms to create a post, and then you have all this stuff that comes along with posts that you don't necessarily need. But Gravity Forms itself and the entry system itself is so powerful and so flexible that it really replaces, in my mind, the need for a lot of custom post types, like things like ACF, Advanced Custom Fields. You can do so much of that with GravityView. And so if you have a flow that involves creating a post in Gravity Forms, consider GravityView instead, because it's likely that we can do a lot of what you need, and oftentimes a lot better. But reach out to support if you have any of those types of questions, because
Yeah, and in fact, some people have said that they found using GravityView in some cases can be a lot easier than using things like ACF, especially when it comes to maps. So our maps integration is quite powerful and very easy to set up.
we have a question. Can Gravity import a list of 50 transcripts and 50 audio files and tie both of those together for a new post? I can email support for more details. Please email support. The new post part would need you to have a post connection already set up in Gravity Forms, I believe. And then when you import it, there's a checkbox to trigger actions that would then create the post. But maybe that might not be necessary depending on what we just said about using GravityView instead. But yes, please email support@gravitykit.com, and they're happy to answer those types of questions as well.
Yeah, and then we had a question from Philip. He's asking about, they are asking about the GravityView shortcode and GV field shortcode used together on a page with conditional logic, and it seems like there may be some performance issues there. Please go ahead and contact support at gravitykit.com. They will happily take a look at that for you, and yeah, I'd love to help solve that problem.
Yeah, so in the 10 years of GravityKit, and I imagine in the next 10 years as well, it's really hard to get people to actually contact support. And I do this myself. I am just as guilty. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to figure it out, or I'm going to ask the Facebook group, or I'm going to search Reddit, or I don't know. I'll just suffer silently, and maybe it'll fix itself somehow. Please don't suffer silently. If there's ever anything, really anything, that you don't like about GravityView, GravityKit add-ons, let us know. Please let us know, because we want to make GravityKit better for you. And if we don't tell us, we won't know. So please tell us all these things. And we are focusing on improving performance. There are some nice tweaks we've been making in the past few releases that help optimize performance. Look for that next release to include some nice performance optimizations as well for GravityView. We've been really narrowing our focus on that as well. And there are some other feedbacks. We use various views via shortcodes in the front end to show only relevant entries. That's really cool. That's exactly the type of thing we hope people would do. And Lutz adds, it would be great to be able to use conditional logic directly within the shortcodes on our portal pages as well. I agree, that would be a really cool feature. I will add that to the list of development priorities. And Ken, the support team is awesome. Meeting both Hafas was great, as well as meeting the rest of the GravityKit team. Ken is so delightful every time, and feel free if anybody else wants to do this. Ken, when he leaves a feedback on support tickets, always adds comments where each Hafa then says, "Oh, Ken likes me more. Oh no, Ken likes me more." He says like, "Ellers is better than Elvis," I think was one of them. Ken has a flair for leaving kind reviews, so thank you, Ken. And Craig also says +1 for kudos for the support team. Thank you, Craig.
Awesome. Yeah, and Chad says, that was my question. Thank you so much. Discovered GravityKit at the end of my last project, and it's killing me, but going to use it for my next. That's great to hear. And yeah, let us know what you end up using it for. We'd love to learn more about your use case.
So Casey, we've done some Q&As. I know that I'm itching to get to the giveaway. What do you think?
Yeah, I've been scrolling the chat to find if there's any questions we might have missed. But
are there any more questions in the chat? Ask your question. If you want to delay the giveaway any longer, just ask a question.
If we miss your question, please post it again.
Yes.
Oh, there is actually one. I'm not sure if we got to this one. Travis asks, is it possible to create your own extensions / view types to make a custom view type?
And that is technically possible. It's not as easy as we want it to be. And Travis, we're looking into different ways to make this easier. Part of that is legacy data structures that we're going to be looking into over the next year. So currently, get in touch, Travis. It is possible. The best way to look at how to do this is to also look at our other extensions. So like our other layouts, and seeing how we can do that. I'd love to have a chat with you, Travis, and our whole dev team, if necessary, to help you guide how to create your own extensions and view types. We do have an extension from GF Chart that also integrated and added their own field to GravityView view editor. So that is another example, GF Chart. adds support for GravityView with an official GravityView extension. So Travis, our documentation is not as good as we want for this, and please reach out and we will help guide you on this project. Chad says it would have saved us days and days of work. I know, it's so frustrating to find the right tools just too late.
And this is something we've heard consistently from a lot of customers. GravityKit saves a lot of time when it comes to building custom solutions. And
if you want to share GravityKit with the world, please do. We have an affiliate program where we give 20% commissions to people who share GravityKit. If you're not part of our affiliate program, you can become part of our affiliate program on our website, gravitykit.com/account/affiliate. Please become an affiliate. And even if you aren't, please share GravityKit. We are so grateful whenever people do. So yeah, just wanted to remind people that that exists. Okay, Casey, I think it's time.
I think it's time. I think we got all the questions.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and this is going to be pretty exciting. Lifetime license. All right, I hope I reviewed it multiple times. I think we've got everybody in here. I'm ready to spin. You ready to spin, Casey?
Let's do this.
Spinning the wheel. Christina Mills. All right. Congratulations, Christina. You have won a lifetime license. That's really nice. I'm happy for Christina, and I can't wait to see what they do with the lifetime license.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we will reach out to you about that. But yeah.
Yeah, and so thank you so much, everybody who's been on the call. You're awesome. Thank you for helping make 10 years possible. Here's the next 10 years. And I thought that it would be really fun, and we thought it would be fun to send off this live call with our music video called My Pal Floaty. So thanks again for being live on the call and for being customers for so long. Here we go.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining.
Thanks, Casey. Bye.
Gravity forms are the best forms on WordPress, everybody knows that. If you want to display the data, though, there is no way to show that. So I'd like you to meet my pal Floaty, way up in outer space. He likes to view those form results, well, that's how he spends his days. With GravityView, it's so easy to display the form results. Whoa, whoa, GravityView makes it so easy to display the form results. Take the data that you got, design using drag and drop, explore the limits of your imagination. Floaty wants you to. Perfect for directories or data sets and matrices. Gravity Forms plus GravityView, helping WordPress work for you. Floaty is an astronaut, we don't know if he's human. His favorite day is Tuesday and he lives on the space station playing with GravityView. It's so easy to display the form results. Whoa, whoa, GravityView makes it so easy to display the form results.
Bye, y'all.